here's the deal. This is a big deal. First off, look at this. She's good. They said, don't know to forget to ask. Okay. She's likely going to forget to ask. So. Specific. I should have left. I mentioned that before. Never. This one is good. She just spend the day here. They're throwing massive amounts of narcotics on me. Particularly, just bad drugs. Because again, who would have thought that this bad desperation, almost like fake urgency, is something very related, right? So, if I was a day swing loose, they did that periodically. But not this strong. The strong is quite become normal. Okay. The strong is quite rare. But I should have left. I was distracted a couple moments, and that moments the other things happening. Overall, a massive use of narcotics on me, and it's blowing from the front as well. So as I said before, I didn't quite want to say weak or strong per se because of this. And when I was extremely strong, hold it down. Hey dude, standing by there, roughly about the direction you'll be coming from. Okay. And then I was thinking about there is a effect of I'm talking about the bus company. Most important issue is the exhaustion drugs that they're throwing is that everything feels more difficult and it's difficult to build up what it needs to do. Don't know how they function, but I know is it just felt so heavy for me to wake up. So incredibly heavy. I should advise that maybe there is even something that they're not supposed to be, like Coca-Cola bottles in stock. Yeah, I feel like I bought two more and I never ended up deploying them. Because it just is I'm less heavy now. Don't know. Also drinking properly, right? As for chip, as I said, I need to get smooth, and it's much more difficult to smooth, and it's just a little bit like this. Okay. Matter of fact, as I was thinking, I just came up with another potential reason for this crime. And I don't think it's many. Quite to the contrary, I think it's just one. They're not that smart to, wait for compiling reasons. They'll just do it for something. And the thing there, I think it was actually, and this is kind of not final, but with the closest thing of a final answer. The assault tonight, potential assault in the middle of the night, and one of the main things I will always do in incident recent videos was to walk through the battery, right? Including this one, recent one. And although I've had this feeling before about other things, when I mentioned I thought it was something else and something else. This one, to me, it speaks most as for the case. And keep in mind, this happened in the mall. This is a huge deal. The phone having shut down before, no issues, turned on before, no issues. This happened when the phone fell on the ground. Unless this is fixed, or whichever way it compounds to being something weird, you should just assume it comes to the benefit of the very criminals that assault in the night, right? So, I truly believe that given that as of recently, I think the day before even, or 2 days before, I used their battery usage, as a way to show the blank space in the middle of the night. in between like 2 hours or 2 a.m. or something like that. And like, what is that even supposed to be about? And how the blank spaces as the battery kept going, because that was definitely some type of interference as a way to do that. Back in the day, you still have on file times when they straight up did that. Just ultimately confirmed to me that just saved on. You can see the episode open, you can see everything, and then the way to circumvent that, it just becomes blind. And since I pointed out to you as of recently, and you can see that in YouTube videos, this could have been a function of that as well. Not to mention, I don't know. I don't know yet how much of this was planned, that I would disconnect to the thing. I don't have the time to go there to fix this myself. Again, there's a chip, and today, because of explanations, actually, it's a bit confusing. By the time I realized how time it was, it's already close to 11. Too close, in fact, for us to leave. So he lost that one. Then the next one. Again, don't take the effect, take into consideration the trauma and other effects of the bus company crimes. We're gonna cut that as of now. Well, no matter what, we just force myself not to think about this at all, and instead just take that for face value. Did that dude just change positions again? I think that the pickup truck on the other side, he was parked inwards, vertically, like line up, and then he changed positions twice while we were talking. Bit of eyes on that one. But as of that, don't know what else to say. As always, staying here is a mistake, like every other day, particularly when it's not clear goal in mind. I might try to explain a couple extra things, because now I can upload them and make sure that they stay safe. That's about it. Don't know if tomorrow is a holiday, either elsewhere or here. That would be a fact tonight. You know, enough for me to switch to the other phone. Just as I don't usually tag on for probable cause, because mostly they just showcase to you. If it makes sense, great. If it turns out to be normal, great too. Again, another disadvantage of interacting with the press, but because you can just leave it as a post note. But in this case, it doesn't matter that much. Too far away to matter. If nothing else, all you see is what you see. But what I can tell you is that is for you to see. First off, position. Second off, as I said, and also for probable cause, the fact that the vehicle just keeps parking and circling around because they'll pay attention to movement. Just to go back there. It sounds a bit silly. But then again, you haven't been through all those things. So if you think that that's silly, I can guarantee you haven't been. I argue that you don't think that it's particularly the case. You know what? If I knew that was the case, I'd try to do more identifiable things, even with better vision, and I'll be showing that to you now instead of just talking to my face. But remember that day in the mall, which we said the same thing the day before we did this to the phone? And you did exactly the same thing, that this is not a big deal, just more of that crap. But to be fair, what I said remains true, just more of the crimes. So, just want to mention that over there is coming a massive amount of narcotics this way, as the entire day has been, all over here. And for the rest, not only whatever you see, I want you to understand that you're seeing that after they threw so much narcotics on me to influence the way my mind functions, which speaks volumes about many layers of what they are, many layers. And I don't really care. I'm showing to you because maybe we don't get together, maybe you care. Either way, it stays in the file. So I should say, for the vehicle, the pickup truck was going around several times, and white sedans are related to this crime because, again, this is a death threat from one, which consciously care very little again, but might be very important to you. And also subconscious, it always has an effect. Like we saw the bus company in their crime today, they had an effect on the decision to stay or not. That should be not something you're allowed to do to someone else because you feel like it, right? So